Guys, Mike Cabral here, and I'm here with my hero profile. It's a little unorthodox because I like to do Patrick Hogan's type of like extender starters, etc. So here we go. So for superior starters, you got 3 copies of A Hero Lives. You also got your Foolish Burial and your Rhoda. So these are all ways to get you into the 2 copies of Stratos, or your other normal summon, the 2 copies of Vine. So these are your starters. You want to see at least 1, if not 2 of these in every hand, but you play 10 total. So in a 40 card deck, by the way, I don't play any more than 40. Most heroes play 40, 42, 45, whatever. 40 is the number. Alright, for extenders, we got 3 copies of Vision Hero Ferris and 1 copy of Liquid Soldier. So these are your superior extenders. Again, you want to see them in your opening hand. This one maybe not so much, but Ferris helps you play through hand traps, right? So that's the way to go. And then for the situational extenders, we have 1 copy of Denier, which is the 3rd Malicious, and then 2 Malicious. Bring back the boy. He should be at 3. This card is nuts. And then we have Shadow Mist as another extender. This searches Mass Change, and it also searches when it's Foolish, but you can only do one or the other. So be sure to do what you want with that. You got the Miracle Fusion, which is another extender, and then obviously Polymerization. So you don't really want to draw these cards necessarily, but they help extend your plays. And play through stuff like Nibiru and other hand traps. And then next we have the bombs, which is the most crucial part of the deck. So we have 3 Fusion Destiny. And so if you open this card, normally you're winning. There's 3 combos you can do. You can do 1 which ends on DPE Dark Law. You can do, this is like a 1-card combo. It helps you search for your side deck cards. It's broken, so I'll show that at the end. And then we have our 3 non-engine cards. So we have Destiny Hero Plasma, which is Skill Drain. We have Dark Angel, which is your, it's like an Imperial Order on your opponent's turn. And then we got the Honest Neos, which a lot of people cut, but I still like this card. So it's still very good. And then for the defense, we got Searchable Defense in Mass Change. This card gives you OTK, you can play that 3, it plays through imperms and stuff. And the non-searchable defense, called by 3, that's out 1. And then after those, we have the Chainable Defense, which is Rivalry of the Warlords. This card is busted, as well as Forbidden Drop. So you open any of these cards going first, and you set these or set these, you're broken. Like, these cards are nuts. You know, discarding Shadow Mist or anything, it's so good. And then we got the 1 Garnet, which is Increase. A lot of people play 2. I'm not emotional. You play 1. You don't draw it. If you do draw it, sucks, but you scoop and you go to the next game. You only want to play 1. And then the other controversial card I play is 3 Allure of Darkness. So the reason for this is because there's a way you can stack your deck in heroes in the extra deck, and this helps you draw into your side deck cards for the crucial matchups. So it's really, really good. You can basically choose what cards you're going to draw into. So it's busted. And then let's go for the extra. So Porygon Z, gotta have it. You know, tokens, nib. You know, for when I get nibbed, you know, good stuff. Alright, so for Destiny Heroes, we got DPE, busted in this deck. We got Dangerous. This is the 1 card that, if you open Fusion Destiny, you make this, and it's basically a 1-card Dark Law. So you open that 1 card, it's searchable Dark Law, basically. I'll show that combo. And then the Dominance. So this is the card that lets you stack your deck in Game 3 and basically choose when you see your side deck cards. So it's busted. And then you got the Boy. Double Dark Law. Card's nuts. What's up, dude?
Did you get here and you didn't say anything?
Sir, you're busy, bro. You're playing Vanguard. And then 1 Blast, 1 Acid, so that's it for the Masked Heroes. Card's still busted, dude. Dark Law plus Acid, banish the whole back row. So good. And then for the normal E-Hero fusions, you got the Ab-Zero. You got the Escradale. So this is when you use the Fusion Destiny and you're locked into Darks. You summon this. And then the Sunrise, which helps you stand and push for game and also pops a card. So it's really, really good. And then for the last boy, you got Trinity. This card is nuts. 7,500, swings 3 times. Dude, what do you need? And then, yeah, because you boost it with Honest Neos, so you summon it, it's 5,000, and then you Honest Neos it, it's 75,
I didn't know
and
about
swings 3 times.
I knew about 5,000.
Yeah. And then for the links, you play 2 Cross Crusader. This card is, again, nuts. Everything in this deck, like, searches or brings back. It's so crazy. The 1 Wonder Driver lets you reset Polymerization, reset Fusion Destiny, all these other cards. And then, this is the only card I'm going to change, but the Dread Decimator, he's a win more card, you don't really need him. This is supposed to be Dystopia, so if you go into time, you can burn them. And it makes another pop, because sometimes you can hard summon DPE and have DPE Dystopia, so you get 2 pops on their turn, plus a Dark Law. So it's really good. And then for the side deck, we play the 1 Celestial. This card's banned in Master Duel for a reason. It's really good. It's the burn. You sided it in Game 3 because you burn your opponent using this card with the other fusion I just mentioned, and it lets you draw for follow-up in Game 3. And then we have 3 Nibs. I might change these to Dark Ruler just because we play Rivalry in the main, so if we drop Nib on our opponent and we have Rivalry up, we can't actually out our own Nib. So this will probably get changed. Then you got 3 Crow, which is for tier, and anything with back row that we hate. Dark Law normally gets us there, but sometimes it's important to like stop their fusions. And I do not play Super Poly, surprisingly. And then for back row, we got the Harpy's Feather Duster and 2 Cosmic Cyclone. So obviously for chainable stuff, you know, just going Stratos, popping their back row, and then they chain, and then you can spawn with Cosmic. It's so good. And paying life points sucks, but you know, if you ain't paying, you ain't playing. You know, so you gotta pay in this deck. And then finally, the trap cards for going first. We play 1 Trap Trick, because it's a 3rd copy of both of these cards, and these are the insta-win cards. Eradicator, Busted, and DDG. So depending on what you're going against, tier or sprite, you put these in, and this is the 3rd copy of either, so it's like a flex spot. And so even if they clear your Dark Law, it still banishes all their cards for the turn against tier, or you just get rid of all their spells or traps against like Eldritch or whatever, and hopefully you have Dark Law up, so it just banishes them all too. So it's like busted. All right, and then we'll go through a combo. So the 1 card combo. Let's get the bomb out of the deck. So let's pretend you have Fusion Destiny, right? And it doesn't matter, let's say 4 other blank cards, right? This is your opening hand, right? So we have 5 cards. Okay. So the first combo I want to show is the 1 card Dark Law combo. So basically you go Fusion Destiny, right? You're going to send a copy of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, right? And a copy of Malicious, right? And you're going to summon Dangerous. This is why we play this card, right? Because he says that he has to be summoned using a Destiny Hero and a Dark Monster. So you summon him in defense, right? You don't trigger the Shadow Mist effect. Okay, so this is your grave, this is your hand. So these are in grave, whatever. Okay, so still 4 unknown cards. We're gonna go Malicious Effect, Banish. Summon another copy of Malicious, right? And then using these 2, we're gonna tribute both, or not tribute, sorry, link both off for Cross Crusader. Now when he's summoned, he'll summon back the Malicious, right? And then he can tribute Malicious to search a copy of Liquid Soldier. So now you go normal summon Liquid Soldier targeting Shadow Mist, special back the Shadow Mist effect searches you Mass Change. So now because of that, you can link these 2 off then into the Wonder Driver and Mass Change your Shadow Mist into Dark Law, right? I'm not used to these double sleeves. But you summon Dark Law, and now Wonder Driver will trigger, and it'll reset the Mass Change. So now you still have 4 cards in hand. You have a Dark Claw, right? And you have another set Mass Change. So if they imperm or try to stop your Dark Claw effect, you just turn it into another one. With 4 cards in hand still. Off 1 card. So, busted. And then there's another combo we can do where basically, again, you want to open the bomb, right? Fusion Destiny. Let me just pull these bad boys out, right? So the card in question that we're going to look at is Dominance. Not a lot of people play this card, but basically, let's just say we have 4 blank cards in Fusion Destiny, right? And after siding, we side into 1 Celestial, right? So let's pretend he's in our deck. We take something out, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to activate Fusion Destiny, and we're going to summon Dominance, right? And we're going to send Celestial. We're going to send a copy of Denier and a copy of Malicious, right? Okay. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to leave Dominance on the field. His effect is doesn't need to be activated right away. So we're going to do Malicious first, banish. You're locked into Darks, by the way, at this point. But we're going to summon Malicious. We're going to deny her effect, so he summons himself back if you control another Destiny hero. And we're going to put Malicious from the banish pile back to the top of the deck, right? And then that's only once per duel, though, where he special summons himself. But we're going to link these 2 off for a copy of Cross Crusader, right? And then from here, Cross Crusader is going to trigger, and it's going to special summon back our Denier. Okay, so now we're going to use Malicious again to summon another Malicious, right? And then from here, what we can do is we can activate the effect of Cross Crusader, tributing Denier, to search a copy of Vision Hero Vion. So now when he's normal summoned, he can send a hero monster from my deck to my graveyard, right? So now we're going to send a copy of Shadow Mist, and we're going to activate the effect of Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist will then search us Liquid Soldier. Okay. Now Vion's second effect, we will banish Shadow Mist to search a copy of Polymerization. So now we have 6 cards in hand still, by the way, with all these cards on the field. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fuse away, or we're going to activate Dominance's effect. So what Dominance does is it lets me look at the top 5 cards of either my deck or my opponent's deck and stack them in any order that I want. So now we're going to look at the next top 5. So let's say, oh, we want to get the Rivalry and the Droplet. So we're going to make those the top 2 cards in the deck, right? So we use this effect, we stack them. Now we can activate Polymerization and fuse the Liquid Soldier and the Vion to make a we're locked in the Darks, remember that, right? So we're going to summon out Escradao, this guy, in defense position. Now, Liquid Soldier, when it's used as a fusion material, allows you to draw 2 cards and discard 1. So now we get to draw into Rivalry and Forbidden Droplet and discard 1 card. So look at that. We drew into our power cards. So now we end on, all of this is off 1 card, by the way, that Fusion Destiny. So now we got our 2 back row, 3 cards in hand, and we're all set. So now when they try to do whatever, we can just play through it. So you want to search into your side deck cards, and we have follow-up in the form of Celestial, where the next turn, say you use all 3 cards in your hand, you can banish him and another Destiny hero, and then draw 2 more cards. So, and even if you get nibbed too, Dominance says when this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Destiny heroes from your graveyard up to the total level of 9. So then you can choose 3 Destiny heroes after you get nibbed, so like Malicious, Denier, and Celestial, and just summon them right back. So that's it, guys.